Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm really glad that you could come in this afternoon for this job interview. You know, we've got a lot of construction going on, and I'm anxious to get some apprentices onto the site so that, you know, we can get some work done and, help you along with your apprenticeship. And so, turns out that nothing much is secret on the internet today. So I've got some reports from you about you, and apparently one of the things that you hope to be endorsed for is that you were hardworking and organized and flexible and honest and prepared to work. And I think that's great. Those are great things. Now, it's the endorsement part that we'll talk about in a few minutes, like, because not many people come in here for this job interview and say, well, I'm not very honest. And you know what? Dependable, that's not me. So, very often people, they can claim all of these wonderful ideas and values, but that endorsement where somebody, a supervisor, maybe one of the journey persons at NSCC, says, yeah, it's true. That's exactly who this person is. Well, I think one of the problems, endorsement is one way that we can get that proof at the job interview. I want to hire you as an apprentice. And it turns out that there's 6 things that, make for a successful apprentice. And I'm having a problem in how do we get some evidence of that? Apprenticeship division would like you to take initiative. Yeah. Nobody comes in here and says, I sit like a bump on the log. Everybody takes initiative. How do we get the evidence that, you want this job? How do you prove to me that you really do take initiative? It's very important, to be curious. A lot of times we're very busy on the construction site. Something comes by that you've never seen before, and, if you're curious, I'm sure our journey persons here will explain it to you and help you with your apprenticeship. You got to watch, got to watch for the right time. Watch and listen, because when we're pouring the concrete or when the important work that's time sensitive is going on, watch. It's not the time to interrupt, the job with, what you need to do. So, be attentive, and when somebody's trying to show you something, take advantage of that opportunity. It might not come again. A new tool, a new technique, a way to find out about the safety on the site. When the opportunity comes, don't put it off. We got to get some evidence. You're the kind of person that does that. I'm sure you are, but, prove it to me, right? That's the thing. A lot of people jumping around here who claim to be patient, How do you prove to somebody that you're a patient and persevering person? Too many people, they jump off the truck and they assume that there's something that I want them to do, and the next thing you know, we got to undo it, costs money. What about that patience? Where is it? Got some proof? Show it. All right. People who don't ask questions, they just don't move along in their apprenticeship, because, when you ask a question and get it answered, that's called learning. When we have a safety issue and you ask a question and you get an answer, that's called survival. So, there's no choice. People who don't ask questions are a hazard. They don't learn fast, and they're not safe. So what's the proof that you have that you're the kind of person who asks questions? It's kind of a problem. Everybody asks questions until, the time comes and they're silent. Don't say a word. I could ask the instructors at the college about that, but their experience is a lot of people don't ask questions. Okay, all right. You may think that a construction job is all about, getting things done. Somebody, you, needs to be the person who knows how things are going. How am I getting along? Do you know, how much of the work is done? How much of the work has yet to be done? If the foreman came along and asked you, have you thought about that? Have you tried to see the big picture? You're looking at the blueprint. How much of the work on the blueprint have you done? How much is left to do? A very important thing that people know, where they are. They need to think about you know, how they're getting along. I need to hear what other people say about the way they're doing their work. People aren't giving you feedback to be nasty. They're giving you feedback so that you can be a better worker. And so very important that we listen and think, you know, about where we are, how we're going to get to where we want to go. You know, everybody who comes here for a job interview claims that that's who they are. So, biggest challenge I have is I wish there was a way that I could get some proof, some evidence, some endorsements, something that says this person who's sitting in front of me like you are, looking for a job, actually has the qualities we need. That's the problem. How are we going to solve that? How do we get the evidence?